Story short number 40. It all started with one small lie. It was the sort of lie thousands of people tell every day and never think about again. However, in Chris's case, that small lie led to another lie and another and another. Now he was 36 years old, and the pressure of keeping it all straight, and the truth a secret, was becoming too difficult to handle. It all began with a job interview. CompuCorp was hiring programmers. Chris knew he had the skills, but he didn't have the college degree. He'd been writing code since he was 11, and it was good code. He hadn't seen the point in spending $50,000 on college for something he could teach himself. So he told a little white lie, and he got the job. Doing the work was never the problem. The code was still good. The problem was the questions about his personal life. For a company full of 30 something guys, they spent a ridiculous amount of time talking about college. They talked about where they'd gone, the classes they'd taken, the parties they'd attended, and the people they knew. So Chris started to tell a few stories of his own. Being quiet drew the wrong kind of attention. It was easier and safer to tell a story or two about a frat party once in a while than to let people speculate, and it worked for a while. It wasn't until after they hired Dave that the real trouble started. Chris had been very careful to name a small, obscure school as his alma mater. It was the type of little, out of the way institution that nobody had ever heard of, except for Dave. "I hear you're a bullfrog too," Dave said, giving Chris a high five. "I can't believe it. I'm class of 2007. What year did you graduate?" 2001, Chris lied. "That's my older sister's year. What a crazy coincidence," Dave said. "She's Daisy Harwood. Well, Daisy Jenkins then. She got married, but she's divorced now. She'll be in town next weekend. I bet she'd love to see you." "Sounds great," Chris said, wondering how a sweet idiot like Dave had managed to become the bomb that would blow up his entire life. Chris hadn't counted on Daisy being so pretty, or so nice, or so unbelievably gullible. "Daisy, you probably remember Chris," Dave said, putting one arm around each of them. "I'll bet you've got so much to catch up on." "Oh, sure," Daisy said. "Chris, of course. How nice to see you again. How are things?" Chris couldn't believe it. She thought she knew him, but had forgotten him. Daisy was too polite for her own good. "Good, really good," Chris said. "How about you?" "Divorced," she said. "Moving here to be closer to my brother. Starting a new job in August. I teach third grade." They ate appetizers and talked all night. Chris found himself starting to like Daisy. As they spent more time together, he knew he should tell her the truth, but how could he do that? She'd never forgive him. He kept playing along. After a while, Chris had told the same made-up stories so many times they almost felt true. By the time he asked Daisy to marry him, it didn't even feel like lying anymore. "What do you say?" Chris asked, looking hopefully at Daisy. "Yes," she said. "But Chris, there's one thing you should know before we make a commitment. I didn't actually finish my degree. I dropped out when I got married. I'm on a provisional teaching license. I'm finishing my degree online. I was scared to death that you'd say you didn't recognize me the first time we went out." Chris exhaled. "Oh, is that all?" he said. "It doesn't matter to me. Everyone's entitled to a secret or two, right?"